Look at the guy, he's so calm. Man, he's so calm.
Them down to build them back.
Each comes with an entree, like this vegetarian pasta with taco sauce, along with an assortment of items like mixed fruit, an energy bar, and this instant French vanilla cappuccino. Recruits just add water, shake it up, and enjoy.
Enjoy your cappuccino. What's up, team? My name is Tom, and today I'm gonna react to what army recruits go through at the boot camp. And as you know, guys, soldiers need to be really emotionally resilient because during the firefight there's chaos happening, and in army they are teaching you to stay calm in like these circumstances. So let's jump in and check out what the soldiers go through during the camp. Let's go.
Why are you moving? Why are you moving?
I don't know. I don't know. Ah!
This is
Man,
Army
this looks already scary, man.
boot camp. Before they join the United States Army, all recruits have to graduate from a 22-week program known as One Station Unit Training, also known as OSIT. It happens here at Fort Benning, a 182,000-acre military installation that straddles the Alabama-Georgia border about 100 miles southwest of Atlanta. Every year, more than 18,000 soldiers graduate before joining the more than 470,000 people actively serving in the Army.
13, 14, 15.
Although most of the recruits that we saw during our time there were male, recruits trained together in gender-integrated platoons.
These young men and women that volunteer to serve.
Man, this is mad that even women sign to be in army. This is crazy. This is crazy.
They show up to us as civilians, and then we take them through a transformative process to turn them into soldiers.
You just go to position of attention and you stay in position of attention.
On a rain-soaked week in February, we spent 4 days inside the Army's Maneuver Center of Excellence, which trains soldiers to serve in the infantry and armor branches. We saw different companies at various stages of training. On day one, new infantry recruits on a bus from the Atlanta airport arrive at the 30th AG Battalion headquarters, where all new recruits are received.
Listen up! You ain't got one to hear from you at this point. It's yes, drill sergeant, no drill sergeant. You understand? Yes, drill sergeant! And I tell you, you will pass your folders to the front.
The minimum age to enlist in the Army is 17, and the maximum age is 35.
17? So early? Wow, man. This is because young people are more willing to go to serve, you know, than like a guy in his 20s plus, I guess.
Base salary for an entry-level private is about $20,000 a year.
Let's go! 30 seconds! Hurry up, on your back!
He said 20,000? If it's 20,000, then that's pretty a lot, I would say.
Once they're off the bus, the first order of business is establishing the code of conduct.
Because I promise you, if you don't pay attention to what I'm about to tell you, you're going to make your Army career very short. You treat everybody with dignity and respect, regardless of race, religion, color, national origin, gender, sexual orientation, and all other protected categories.
Man, this is what I love. Like, I'm not a big fan of army though, but as older I get, I love the way they train people, you know, to be disciplined, to treat people with respect and all the other stuff what he said, you know, because in life many people don't know how to do it. Many people are undisciplined. Many boys, especially boys nowadays, are you know, like sitting in their mobile phones, not treating women with respect. Women not treating men with respect either. But yeah, I mean, you know, and army teaches this like basic like stuff for young guys. This is a positive side in my opinion.
Yes? Yes! Sexual assault is any unwanted physical contact in a sexual nature. So if you put your hands on another individual and you're not instructed to, or you're not saving their life, and they file a sexual assault, and it comes down that you put your hands on this individual when you weren't supposed to, that is going to be on you. You will get kicked out of the military, and then you'll probably have to file as a registered sex offender. Do you understand?
Before they go inside, the new recruits learn some basic commands and standing positions.
Hut train, cut! Everyone look down at their toes. You should be able to fit a slice of pizza in between your toes. If you look around, they're gonna see you, cause you're taller than everyone else! Quickly! Who wants to sit there?
I think a guy felt really sad when the sergeant shouted at him because he's high. He's like, I cannot do nothing, man. I'm just high. I was born this way.
Grab one and go. It's all the same.
The recruits grab the snack that's waiting for them inside, consisting of a fruit cup, sunflower seeds, a granola bar, and a juice box.
I love sunflower seeds. Listen, here in Latvia, we have a lot of sunflower seeds, and a lot of brands are selling because it's so popular. Also, it's so addictive. But over there, they are cleaned. Cleaned sunflower seeds are not the same as sunflower seeds in the thingy, you know, because it's more pleasure to get it out and eat it, you know.
Box.
Watch the video. Remain silent.
Since 1775, the Army has been the bearer of our nation's strength in every crisis or conflict. Make no mistake about it, the journey you are embarking
Come on, guys.
on will not be easy. But you wouldn't be
This is US Army. Make a proper way to go for the guys to watch it, not like logging TV, you know, logging like what?
We didn't think we couldn't meet the challenge.
Listen up
What?
for last 4 years social.
After being welcomed, recruits begin what's known as processing, which can take 1 to 2 weeks before their actual training begins.
In a little bit, we're giving you a period to go in a room by yourself.
First, they're given one last chance to discreetly dispose of prohibited contraband, like drugs, alcohol, tobacco, and inappropriate photographs.
If any photo you possess on your phone is less than a bathing suit, you will not have it. You will delete them all.
Recruits get rid of contraband.
Does inappropriate photos count where I am gonna be in rash guard and rashy shorts in my jiu-jitsu gym? Does it count as appropriate?
And in an amnesty room, where they dispose of it by throwing it down a metal chute.
Is anybody confused on what you can and cannot have?
The next morning, the recruits report to the barber shop, where one barber has worked at Fort Benning for almost 60 years.
I've been here since 1963. That's a long time. I should have been.
I mean, the dude knows what he does. He has this familiar moves of his hand. He's just calm. He knows that people gonna come, and all he has to do is make them bold. It's not like a super expensive barbershop, right? This is I guess, in my opinion, it might be the easiest barber work in the world.
Retired a long time ago, but I wake up in the morning now. I be wanting to come out here and go to work.
Recruits are issued uniforms.
Man.
They receive a series of immunizations and vaccines, and get their official photo taken, along with myriad housekeeping details that fill up their 1 to 2 week stay in processing.
Hey, sit up straight.
That is until processing ends, and the time for training finally arrives.
The thing I know about the training is that they are trying to make you as miserable as possible for as long as possible, so to test your resilience and to boost it also.
Let's go. Grab your bags and go.
We found a company of recruits about to begin training in the armor school.
Those are bridle.
These recruits are about to be picked up and taken to their barracks, where they'll reside for the rest of their training.
Wow. Look at those white buses. I mean, like, literally reminds me 1960s movies where people got like recruited to go to Vietnam, you know, and they got like they used these buses also.
Let's go. You guys are going
It's like just
This is the last chance for recruits to change their minds before training begins, like one recruit who decided to stay behind. This short bus ride from processing to their new barracks will be the most peaceful moments these recruits will experience for a while. What happens next is known as the shark attack.
Run! Run! That goes on! Who you want? You want run! Everyone you freaking go! Go! Run! Run!
man.
Get your bags up right now! Get your bags up! This way! Let's go! You're do something!
You're gonna do something about it. You're gonna do something about it. You can imagine before the start of the working day how they train their voices. You know, they go to the bathroom, they go to the like a mirror, and then they start shouting. You know, just to warm up their you know, like throat. Look at the guy. He's so calm.
To the system so
Man,
we can
he's so
break
calm.
them down to build them back up. We're breaking a lot of habits from the civilian world, and nothing better than a little shock to the system to establish that that drill sergeant is in charge to let us start our training.
I mean, isn't it like mentally damaging to be a drill sergeant? Because for me now it looks like those drill sergeants like are like shouting all the time, and like it just doesn't look healthy, you know. It doesn't look healthy at all.
Pick up your bag and hold it!
The recruits spend much of the shark attack holding their heavy rucksacks above
Oh
their
no.
heads, which takes a physical toll.
Excuse me?
You can't pick that bag up. You decided to join the army and you can't pick that bag up.
Bro, man, this guy looks like a zombie.
After about 20 minutes, the intensity begins to subside.
You know, he reminds me a dude from the movie called Mad Max, Road Fury. There were similar dudes though there.
And the drill sergeant's tone changes
We only produce the best soldiers in the United States Army.
before training officially begins. After the shock and awe of the shark attack, things do appear to calm down.
Is it a video?
It's a movie.
Alpha 347. I always wanted to be a star.
We found this group of infantry soldiers in week 11 of their training, practicing on the firing range. The mood was much more relaxed,
Try to get 8 up on my level.
and their conversations with their drill sergeants are conducted at normal volumes, like when this drill sergeant educated the recruits on the meaning of the military expression 8 up.
Is a piece of 8 up gum good? You don't want something that's 8 up, right? You want something fresh. You break the seal, smells like olive oil, right? Okay.
That dynamic changes because we want the soldiers to become more critical thinkers. At that point, we are turning into more coaches and mentors. We dial it back a little bit. So we don't want them frightened. We want them to be comfortable and in a state of mind that is receptive to learning and performing at that level.
Yeah.
Up to 241 hours of infantry OSIT are devoted to marksmanship, where recruits fire about 2,500 rounds using the M4 carbine.
I bet that's such a nice feeling, you know, to just shoot.
As well as the M249 squad automatic weapon, or SAW.
We create lethality. We create expert marksmen at their individual weapons because as an infantry soldier, that's what we're asking them to do.
Recruits get one of the most painful parts of training out of the way early.
Once we check your seal, you will not touch your pro mat.
This group of infantry recruits was exposed to CS gas, or tear gas, in week 1 of their training.
You're going to continue to pile in until we tell you to stop. You're going to place your back against the wall.
The recruits spend about 5 minutes inside the gas hut. Upon exiting the gas hut, the recruits are told to flap their arms like...
Guys, one day I got sprayed pepper spray in my face and it was terrifying, guys. I mean, like, just disgusting. I could not breathe. I could not, like, drink. I could not see. My eyes were just like that. Man, so I feel for those guys. I know what they are going through, and this is horrible, man. Especially if there's a lot of pepper spray. Oh.
Birds to remove excess gas from their uniforms.
Oh,
sergeant,
that's interesting.
Gas began to wear off after about 4 minutes.
Oh, let's go. This is my nature, baby. Jiu-jitsu. I'm a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-jitsu, guys, so I know something about that.
Where recruits learn hand-to-hand self-defense tactics.
We're trying to teach them to achieve a dominant body position. So get out of one negative position and then switch roles so they end up having the upper hand in a fight.
During combatives training, recruits warm up with a particularly painful-looking exercise referred to as the EO. While laying on their backs, they have to engage their core to wiggle across the entire room.
They use their momentum, shoulder blades, their core to help them create.
Also, you learn to feel your body, you know. You learn to use your body and become aware of it, because when you do these kind of exercises and do jiu-jitsu, you're starting to understand that you have more muscles that you can use, and you become more efficient with your body. This is the main point.
Warm up the body.
Recruits work up a major appetite during training. But Fort Benning is big, and they're not always within range of the dining facility. When they're training in the field, recruits are issued MREs, which stands for Meal Ready to Eat. Each comes with an entree, like this vegetarian pasta with taco sauce, along with an assortment of items like mixed fruit, an energy bar, and this instant French vanilla cappuccino. Recruits just add water, shake it up, and enjoy.
Enjoy your cappuccino.
Recruits return to their training. Recruits spend up to 60 hours in training known as MOUT, which stands for Military Operations in Urban Terrain.
Door left. One man calls door left.
Infantrymen are expected to fight in different types of terrain and survive and win the fight. Right now, they are getting their first taste of what that's like in an urban environment.
Rolling T. All right, coming up.
In operations across Afghanistan, Iraq, we are conducting clearance operations, and it's applicable wherever we go.
Boom.
It's important for the future soldiers' muscle memory because they are working as a team with minimal communication, and they have to understand how that coordination works together.
Do it again.
After 22 weeks of training, these infantrymen are ready to leave Fort Benning. Friends and family gather to watch their soldiers graduate on NOA field.
22 weeks.
They look like soldiers, they act like soldiers, they're carrying their head high. I have trainees that were not alive when 9/11 happened.
So it's like around 6 months.
I think that's pretty powerful that I still can find American citizens that want to volunteer to serve their country when we continue to ask them to go to combat.
These new infantrymen don't have long to greet their loved ones.
Get on the bus!
Or say goodbye to their friends before leaving Fort Benning to begin their service in the United States Army.
Listen, guys, I think that every man should have at least maybe 1 year, maybe half a year, but I would say 1 year in their life where they go through this kind of stuff, you know, because it helps to develop your character, as I said before, resilience, you know, and just teaches you the traits that man has to have in life. Take responsibility, you know, be tough, become tough, you know, develop a big thick skin, you know, and other good traits it helps to develop, because nowadays boys, they grow up without, many boys grow up without the fathers, you know, and this is a big problem. And if they grow up without the fathers, there's nobody there to teach them how to become a man. And even if they have fathers, it doesn't mean that the guy knows how to teach his kid to be a proper man. So this place, I think it should be mandatory at least for 1 year, you know, for kids, man, to just this is their test from becoming from being a boys to becoming a man, you know.